Hello friends and family, and welcome to my channel. I've been so looking forward to start to work on this cascading juniper, and judging from the view on YouTube, I think there's a few people more that have been looking forward to this. It's a quite time-consuming task, so I've been looking for the perfect occasion, and that is now. I have a whole day, Sunday, the sun is shining, heat in the greenhouse up to 12-15 degrees, so let's start on this tree. This tree was purchased in a garden center autumn sale back in 2020, and early 2021 it was potted up, styled, and since then it has been growing. I have kept it the last winter inside my non-heated greenhouse. Unfortunately, during the winter and during my vacation, it has dried up a little bit in the tips. So before we do anything else, I'm gonna clean up all the small dead foliage of it. And that, since it's dead, I think it's the best way to just nip them off with my fingers. So let's start with that. So most of the dead, dried up tips is now taken off the tree. It's just a handful, so no big issue. So this tree is actually the first juniper ever I have styled. And since then I have been looking at the tree with a critical eye and trying to see how can it look like in the future. And that's really a challenge with it, and I know it from my first styling as well. It's that it really doesn't have a apex. It's one last branch going downwards. It could look like a very nice bonsai, no worries. However, in the long run, when you grow a tree like this, it's starting to make like many apexes like this, and in the end it's just looking like a porcupine. Just going to wire it up and start to try to find a good position for the apex for this tree. So what I do first now is that I look for a good branch to anchor the wire down below. And we have a branch coming out in the back over here. So the wire is on and we can start to play a little bit with the trunk. First of all, we need to get it a little bit more compact down here. Like so, and I need to find a place where I can move it for the last bend and the apex. And I think I want the apex to be around here, and I'm gonna bend and see where we land. So I have wired, I have twisted and moved the old apex going here. I moved it up to have a final bend, and I have twisted it so I get some of the foliage that was on top is now like a last branch here. So it's just fine tuning to find the right look of it. Next step is to thin it out and see if we can find a bonsai in there. So I'm gonna stop trimming here and make the tree recover. This is all the foliage I have removed, so yeah, some of it will be grown as cuttings for the future, but most of it is for the compost. I have created a first pad, a really small branch, and second pad here. And there's going to be one pad here and one pad here, and the rest will thin out in the future. What I want to do now is to make some dead wood, some gin on this tree. I have left one branch here at the earlier styling and one here in the back. So I'm gonna use pliers to soften the bark, knife to scrape it off, and after that applying Yin Fluid, and of course a small paintbrush to apply the Yin Fluid. So just trying to cover the whole dead wood with the yin solution, and the other yin as well. So I think that's the last yin solution applied. Now we are just going to wait a little bit and I get back to you with the final result. So it's 2 days later and the gins has whitened as expected. I have added some moss to make it look better, and this is how I will leave it for now. So what about the next step for this tree? Well, all my conifers is going outside on the bench in just 1 or 2 weeks, and I will let it recover during the season. If I can see a lot of new growth on it, I will go in and thin it out in the middle of the season. So when we come to 1 year from now, this tree still have 2 cascading branches. One of them I have styled one time and one of them is non-styled. I really need to make a choice in a year from now to reduce it to just one of them. And given the proportion the tree have right now, I think I'm gonna waste my 3-hour styling job on this one, make it a gin and stay with this one. And that will reduce the tree so much, so I will need a smaller pot. If you want to see the next steps for this tree, please subscribe to my channel. Thanks a lot for watching, take care, stay safe, bye.